Welcome to the training session of the Tournament of Wizardry. In this training session, you'll learn how to cast different spells and win the Zing-a-Zam challenge. The object of this trick-taking game is to gather the most cards into your score pile. To set up the game, take the 12 cat companion cards and shuffle them. Place them in a pile face down within easy reach of all players. Sort all the characters into separate decks according to the picture on the front of the card, and shuffle each character deck separately. Then each player selects one character deck to play. Take your chosen character deck and put all the cards in your hand, so the back of the cards are facing you. Unlike in other card games, in Zing-a-Zam you may not look at your own hand of cards. Use the stars on the back of the cards to help you arrange the cards properly. If you can see the stars on the back of the cards, the opponents can see the numbers and icons on the front of the cards. Now every player flips one of their cards so that they can see the front of the card, and that's it, you are ready to play. The oldest player goes first. A game of Zing-a-Zam is played over multiple rounds until one of the players runs out of cards in their hand. In each round, each player plays one card. During your turn, select one of your cards to play from your hand. You can choose to play a card that you cannot see, with its back facing you, or one which you can see, with its front facing you. To play it, just simply place the card face up in front of you, where all players can see it. If possible, apply the effect of the spell indicated on the card. We'll go through these spell effects a bit later, and you'll be able to find information on how each spell works at the end of the rulebook. So be sure to leave this list on the table in an easy reach for all players. Then the next player, going clockwise, takes their turn by playing a card and possibly activating a spell effect. When all players have played one card each and applied the spell effect on their card, the round ends. If you played the highest number card, you win the round and take all the played cards. Put them face down in any order on top of your score pile, or if you don't have a score pile, start one. If more than one player has the highest number, the last player to have played that number wins the round. Important: a number 1 card will always win a round containing a number 8 card, no matter what other cards have been played. If multiple players played a number 1 card, the last player to play the card wins the round. The winner of the round becomes the first player in the next round. Whether one or more players have run out of cards, the game's end is triggered. Any cards remaining in the hands of the other players are discarded. Players count up the cards in their score piles. Each card is worth 1 point. The player with the most points wins. If there's a tie, the tied players count up how many number 8 cards they have in their score pile, and the player with the most wins. If still tied, they count up the number 7 cards, and the player with the most wins. If still tied, they count up the number of 6 cards, and so on for each number in descending order until a winner is determined. In case players are still tied at the end of counting up all the cards, the players share their magical victory. In the rulebook, you'll also find a variant to play multiple games in a row to spice things up. Now all that's left to do is to go through the possible spells. Number 1. Flexible Future. Flexible Future has no immediate effect, but if another player plays an 8 card, the player with the Flexible Future card will win the round. Number 2. Daring Darkness. When playing a Daring Darkness spell, you steal the top card from the score pile of the player of your choice and place it face down on top of your own score pile. Number 3. Hypnotic Hurricane. When you summon the Hypnotic Hurricane spell, you turn one of your cards in your hand to face you. Number 4. Cat Companion Call. When you call upon a cat companion, take the top card from the cat companion deck and add it into your hand, facing you. Number 5. Magic Mirror. When you play a Magic Mirror, you may copy one of the spell effects that has already been played in the round and use it for yourself. Number 6. Paranormal Puppeteer. After you play a Paranormal Puppeteer spell, choose which card the next player plays during their turn by pointing to the side of the card facing you. Number 7. Fantastical Freeze. After you play a Fantastical Freeze spell, the next player misses their turn and doesn't play a card in this round. Number 8. A Generous Gift. When you play a Generous Gift, you must give the top card from your score pile, if possible, to the player of your choice. They place it face down on top of their own score pile, But remember, a number 1 card always wins a round containing a number 8 card. And those are all the spells. You're now ready to participate in the magical challenge of Zing-a-Zam.